But yeah, so we're on our way down here to get married. Good morning. Last time I seen you guys was right before my grandpa's funeral. That was over a week ago. Today is December 23rd. Big things happening today. All right, guys, we are in Florida. Stopped to get some lunch at a Firehouse Subs, and you know it's serious business when you got the South Georgia hotshot shirt on. So we're on our way to my buddy Chris Anderson's house. Same guy that showed us, told us about the Hot Logic cooking bags. But yeah, so we're on our way down here to get married. Big day, huh? I'm just kidding, we're not getting married. Not yet. I'm not really sure what the holdup. Honestly, it's the whole COVID thing. Why we're not getting married yet. And I'm just not in a rush. I mean, I'm not in a rush. She knows I'm not going anywhere. And I know she can't go anywhere because I put an ankle bracelet on her. And I know exactly where she is at all times. So, I don't know. But we stopped here to get some lunch. And I didn't sleep at all last night. I'm so excited for today. I tell you what, we did wake up this morning, though, to a dead truck battery. I left the inverter on again. I know. When am I going to learn? So I tried to jump it off to my little jumper and it wasn't enough. So I pulled my battery charger out of the garage and I started up the generator, and we jumped the truck off like that. And it was weird. Like when I would pull it down into drive, it would go like clunk, clunk, clunk. And I'm like, what in the world? And I put it back in park and it go clunk, clunk, clunk. Like, what is going on here? So I put it down in drive, and it felt like the transmission was slipping, like it didn't want to go, like the parking brake was stuck on. Crap, we have to go to Florida. So I just kept an eye on my transmission temperature, and we're riding down the road, and I'm like, man, this thing doesn't have any power. Something is wrong. And it popped up a little wrench on the dashboard, and it told me to check the service manual. So I pull into a gas station, and we're trying to figure it out. And I notice when I'm stopped, and I have it in drive sitting in the gas station, says I'm in 5th gear. I'm like, what? So I manually try to switch it down, and it won't switch down to 1st. And I'm like, oh no. So we disconnected the batteries and let the computer reset. I think it just kind of got weird when the battery died, and then I charged the battery. I think the computer just got a little weird. So if you guys ever have any issue like that, just disconnect the battery. Sometimes we need to be unplugged and plugged back in, you know? So, I don't know. I was scared. I was like, oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. I'm so excited. I can't wait for you guys to see. Of course, you guys probably know by the thumbnail. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with the thumbnail. We'll see. Probably something special. I don't know. We'll see you guys in a bit. On our way.
Yep.
They still don't know what we're doing. I haven't said anything. Oh, you don't want to be in it?
I'm letting you do your thing.
Oh, no, it's good. All right, guys, we made it to Florida. About to see what's up. There it is. It's a 2008 Mac. It's got 600,000 miles on it. It holds 300 gallons of fuel. And I'll let you guys go. Here, you want to walk it around, babes? It's like there's a...
One of them has a chunk out of it.
Steer tire.
This is him driving it to Chris's. So, yeah. We've been driving for probably like 45 minutes. I don't want to film too long because I'm driving somebody else's car, but I thought I would show you guys him driving the semi for the first time. So, yeah.
Merry Christmas. Today is December 25th. Last I left off with you guys, we were down in Florida looking at this truck that we now own. I didn't record much down there, so they end up running, my oldest son ended up running my dog Dooley to the vet, and he ended up having a really bad seizure, and his Mason said his eyes rolled in the back of his head, and he couldn't see, and he was like freaking out, running into the walls and everything. So we rushed him up to the vet, and the vet wanted to keep him overnight. And Mason had just pulled into the driveway here, and the vet called him and said that he had ended up having a really bad seizure, and he gave him some medicine to sleep. He was only supposed to be asleep for an hour. About 5 hours passed, and he called at Mason, said that he was worried because he shouldn't be sleeping this long, and that if he does pull out of it, we may want to think about putting him down because he's pretty bad. 3:30 in the morning on Christmas Eve, he get a Dooley ends up passing away, and the vet calls it about 8 o'clock to let Mason know, because they had Mason's number. So we've all been crying our eyeballs out. It's rough. You know, I would see Facebook posts all the time. Dooley's pretty much my first dog. I mean, I've had other dogs before. We had a wiener dog that one of my dogs ended up attacking. Holly, she ended up attacking her when she was pregnant, and she ended up dying from that. And you know, I was a little sad about that, and I had other dogs. I remember growing up. I remember being sad when they died. But it's completely different, man. It's completely different when you have a dog that's by your side pretty much every day. It's hard. Anyways, I'd see people post about them losing their dogs, and I'd be like, you know, that sucks, they lost their dog. But I had no idea what people go through. I mean, so far this month we buried my grandpa. I had to bury my dog. This COVID crap is still going on. So on our way down, the Ford was messing up. And I think it was because I was supposed to come back to the house, because I never got to see my dog again. It's rough. Anyways, I wanted to do some recording on this thing. Like I said, today's Christmas Day. This is a 2008 Mack Pinnacle. It's got the MP8 engine in it. And I'll go into depth a little bit more when we start doing some things. We got to put two steer tires on it, and it needs at least one drive tire back there. It had this hydraulic tank bolted to the side here because he used to run dump trucks, or it was like a dump truck trailer. And there's a PTO in here, I'll show you guys, that would control it. I thought the tank was empty, so when I disconnected the tank, we made a little bit of a mess. And I had this big plan. I had a company reach out to me, says that they watch the channel and they would like to send me some products. And the company was super clean, so I ended up making a big mess with this hydraulic oil. So I'm gonna sprinkle some of this down. And they sent us a bunch of products. They sent me a hat and a shirt and everything. And I had this big plan on showing you guys. We actually ended up using some of it at Thanksgiving to clean our grill. But this is the floor absorbent stuff. Absorbs oil, coolant, and other liquids. This is the first time I'm using it. I don't know how good it is. We'll see. We'll see how it works here. Since I made a mess in my driveway. Kind of looks like sawdust a little bit. Oh my gosh, I made a mess. But I need to disconnect all these hoses and stuff. And I'm just kind of out here tinkering, trying to keep my mind off of things. And I realize I should be showing you guys some of this, even if I am sad. We'll let that kind of soak in. So we ended up, you know, if it wouldn't have been Christmas Eve, I would have probably taken Dooley in. I would have probably taken him and had him cremated so we could take him to Utah with us. But I figured with it being Christmas Eve, they would charge out the nose. And honestly, I've probably spent $3,000 to $4,000 on Dooley. He had his first seizure October 29th. Today's December 25th. So he didn't even last 2 months. And we probably have $3,000 to $4,000. I'm not complaining about the money. I'm just saying I couldn't take another hit to have him cremated at Christmas Eve. I was afraid they would charge me too much. So anyways, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. This is the truck though. My buddy Chris Anderson went down and looked at it. It's got a little over 600,000 miles. Like I said, it's got the MP8. I'll show you guys inside here. It's got these really nice brown leather seats that look like they're in perfect shape. I mean, it looks... Let me switch this camera around so I know I'm looking at what you guys are looking at. We're missing a panel down here. So if anybody has a 2008 Mac Pinnacle panel, hook a brother up. This is the bunk area, obviously. And it's got another bed that pulls down up here. It doesn't have a mattress on it. But this is the mattress that's down here. We've got two matching windows here. We got some nice storage here. There's another bunk here. He gave me the microwave. So the guy basically he got a deal where he's running local. So he sold this to buy a day cab. So that's why he got rid of it. And then you've got a bunch of different ports. It's got this bunk heater too and air conditioner, which is really nice that you can run off of an APU. That's the heater and the air conditioner. Somehow it works magically when the truck's running. But supposedly you can hook a APU up to it, which I plan on go ahead and getting a bigger generator. And I don't know how to hook it up to run this. So I'm gonna maybe do some research and figure that out. But it's got these controls back here where you can control the volume up front. You can do the air conditioner and the heat and all. Obviously there's an alarm clock. It's got these fancy little vents. Speakers back here. I mean, I feel like the truck's in pretty good shape. You know, you got these storages over here with some power outlets in there. This is the freezer out of the Ford. It's missing a few little things. I thought about maybe making a shelf that I could pull out here. Maybe put my keyboard on, or I could keep my laptop over there and just sit in bed and do some editing. The curtains obviously need some updating because you can see the light through it still. I don't know what the point in that would be other than people couldn't see your wiener if you were naked back here, but the light is still going to shine through in the morning. You've got the nice storage up there. That's the CB cable. I've ordered some cheapo CB off of Amazon. Has really good reviews, but it was only like 30 bucks. I'm like, you know what? All I need it really for, I don't want to talk to people. I just want to know if there's like an emergency on the road that I should know about. And then I pulled the radio cables out and I got to order a connector for those. I'm thinking about putting like a little double den radio in there. It's got a 10-speed. There's the PTO thing. Probably gonna unbolt that and fill those holes in. Maybe put like a metal plate over it. Maybe caulk it up real nice and put like a bolt over it. Both seats are air ride. Let's see what else. I have to replace the windshield. It's got a little bit of a rock chip. I got on Safe Light. So it's the double window, and I only need to replace this, and it's $140 installed, which I feel is a great deal. It's got power windows and locks. Everything works. Let's see, what else is there to show you guys? Pretty much everything works in here that I've tested. One of the big weirdo things that I can't figure out is these bunk lights underneath the bed are always on, even with the bed down. I've looked for maybe like a clicker thing that, you know, maybe when the bed goes down it turns the lights out, but nothing seems to be working. So that's that. I've ordered a new inverter as well, a pure sine one, because I don't plan on putting the one from the Ford in here, because I plan on running the laptop and all, which I was running. No, I was running the laptop off the small generator. So, but yeah, this is pretty much the truck, guys. I'm super pumped. He's already put a T in it here for a nice air blower, so you can, you know, blow the dirt out of your truck. So I plan on taking this into a shop and having them look over some things just to make sure it's going to be roadworthy. I wanted to ride this. I wanted to be able to take this into the new year and not even drive the Ford anymore. But I think with me taking this into the shop, and I still haven't found a trailer yet. I really want to run a step deck. I don't want a flatbed. I really want a step deck because we're gonna have to pull a bunch of containers out to the land, and we want to use the high cubes, and those are I think they're almost 10 foot tall. So I think a flatbed is 5 feet tall, so that would be 15 foot, so we would be over on that. And my plan is to buy a container here, load up all of our household stuff, pull it out to Utah, and that'll be one of our first containers. So I just want to give you guys an update before I do too much to the truck here. Show you guys that we're taking this tank off, and I'm gonna disconnect all this hose. It's missing one of these mud flap things over there, so I need one of those mud flap deals. I've looked at a lot of videos online. A lot of people are buying these big giant toolboxes, and they'll set a generator in there that can close, and they'll put fans in the side so it can have breathing room and stuff like that. Let's see what else. It's a little sluggish to start. I don't know if the batteries need to be replaced or if it's a starter issue or what. I mean, you can get in there and crank it up, but it doesn't turn over as fast as I'd like. I think maybe you guys know, and I probably have already figured it out by the time this video hits, because I'm still pretty far behind, I think. Well, actually, I think I'm catching up fast. But I think this is where the APU would plug in. I don't know, maybe you guys know. You see those little prongs there? And then I think, is that where the APU would, I don't know what that would be for. This is obviously to hook up to the trailer, the glad hands and that. I think this is a engine block warmer. You plug your extension cord in there, and that's to warm your engine block. Has 3 batteries. The batteries date are 2018. So I want to pull these things out and have them tested. It looks like there might be room. I might be able to slide one more battery in there. Ooh, it looks like there's supposed to be one more battery. There's a negative cable laying back there. I'll probably. Oh, I didn't know it came off that easy. Okay. Yeah, it looks like there's room for one more battery. I don't know if he was skimping out. I don't know what that's for. But there's another negative cable right there. Oh, you know what? I bet that was for his inverter in there, huh? And that's the positive that he had on. I don't know if he had an inverter in there. What is this stuff for? What is this? That's a chain. Is that supposed to go over the batteries? Because the batteries aren't even bolted down, are they? Well, they're not moving. No, they're definitely moving. So this is the chain here. And maybe he just chain these batteries down so they can't go anywhere. Holds 300 gallons of fuel. But that's pretty much it. What are you doing, woman?
You want to go outside?
Oh, it's got a button in there I can hit, and it'll unlock this fifth wheel. Then I can back up and then hit the button, and it'll lock back in. But I got to take that hose off. I don't know. I either made a really good choice or a really bad choice. And if it's a really bad choice, it's Chris Anderson's fault. If it was a good choice, it's all on me. I made the good choice, not him. He actually found this truck. I've been talking to him about buying a truck. I sent him a few, and there was actually one. It was a truck and a trailer that I was looking at buying, and he was gonna go look at it for me. And by the time he went over there and he was gonna look at it, the guy had sold it. So that's the engine, though. Hey, fat butts.
Come here, fat butt. Come here, fat.
Looks like it's got a little bit of a leak of something here. I don't know what that is. It's oily. I'm gonna have to take it in and let them look at it all. I really hope I didn't. It's a one owner truck, and the guy obviously took really good care of it from the looks of the inside. So I don't know. I mean, I started looking at Mack trucks when he told me that when Chris told me it was probably the truck to buy. And the Mack come with an MP7 or an MP8. And everybody's saying how the MP8 was much better. So I was like, man, I hope it has the MP8. And sure enough, has the MP8. So, kind of excited about that. I really like that it's got a dog on the hood, obviously, for the Mack. It'd be cool if I could put a like a pit bull on there or something. But this steer tire is kind of cupping real funny. And the guy that owned this, he didn't speak very good English. He told me put a new shock on here, and that should have it fixed, which that bolt does look new down there. So that's definitely going to need a steer tire. Well, that stinks too, because that looks like that tire was in good shape. Other than that, I don't know. I'll probably get a lot of comments. Oh, you shouldn't have bought a Mack. You should have got a Peterbilt, or you should have bought this, or you should have bought that. My opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. You know, there's Ford guys, there's Chevy guys. I just wanted something that was dependable, that I could pay for out of pocket. Because we bought this out of pocket, so I have no truck payment. Can I do the same with the trailer? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Alright, I've babbled long enough, and it's cold out here. So I still got to get numbers for it, and I've got to sign up for IFTA and get my plates and all like that. So I don't know. I just kind of want to show you guys. I don't think I have any tears left in me at the moment, so I figured I'd just shoot you guys a short little video for now. And let's see, he told me I had to pick up on this or something to close this hood. Probably can't do it with one hand. I'll see you guys later.